What's up, LK gang? Welcome back to my channel. But you know that this channel is also owned by my sis Kay, and of course she isn't here today. But like I said in the previous upload, we have had a lot of good things going on in our life that we just needed to take full force in, and we're definitely gonna be collaborating again and just getting you guys up to date with where we're at, what we've been working on, and you know, all of the extraness and mess that what's going on for sure. So again, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you're interested. This is going to be a part 2 of the previous upload. Again, I haven't decided that what's going to be the official title, like the truth about patient sitting, or the horror stories, or the aggressive stories, or the most extreme cases that I had with my experience. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. If you guys want to know more, what inspired me to do all this and stuff, check out the first video. But we'll definitely go ahead and get into these 2 stories. So we're going to be talking about the people that made me want to square up, the people that were more aggressive, the people that I was just like, all right, security, I'm gonna need you on floor 7. We have a 818, whatever. So yeah, go ahead again, guys, hit that thumbs up button, leave some comments down below for any video ideas that you want us to do. We're definitely gonna be getting some energy to our YouTube channel and to you guys for the rest of this year. So I'm making it be known now, from August to December, you guys will be getting some good uploads. So let's just go ahead and get into case number 1. So I really was debating, should I talk about the lady or should I talk about the grown man? Because my previous upload was about the older men, but it's not always going to be old people, guys. You'll be dealing with women, drug addicts. You'll be dealing with teenagers. There's even kids that I've seen in the hospital. So it ranges from all types of people, from all walks of life. It's not just mental issues. Some people are like addicts. Some people just like not older. How can I separate it? Like not just like older people with like Alzheimer's. There's people with mental issues like anxiety, bipolarness, like people who are like very angry, and anger management, stuff like that. Like it's all walks of life. So this story is going to be very versatile. It's not going to be the common theme of an old man. It's just going to be more of the aggressive people, one being a lady and one being like a younger gentleman. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm definitely going to start off with the female. I think you guys are going to like this story. So again, as you guys know, around the ending times of me being a patient sitter, I was pregnant. And with that being said, I had to be very cautious of the rooms that I went into, pay close attention to the nurses and the patient care techs whenever they told me, okay, this person is, a level 10 type of person with aggression, or maybe they're a drug addict, or, their history, or maybe they're well known, blah, blah, blah. So this particular light, and towards the end, because I was probably like 8 months. I was probably around 8 months pregnant for these both 2 stories. So I was getting big there, like ready to pop at any second. They started putting me in the ER. The ER loved me. Because again, my previous upload, I told you guys, sometimes you're going to be the first person that these people see and deal with, or in other cases, you just may be one of the people that, the people who are actually in the hospital rooms, not outside the ER, who are actually in the rooms and on the floors. You're going to be a person that's with them for like 12 hours, that they are, around most of their time. So in this situation, working in the ER for her case, this is just me floating around, because in the ER, they pretty much get these people in. They automatically determine, okay, we need to have someone watching them, and we're going to watch them until we decide, okay, they're okay to just leave. Are we taking them to a rehab facility? Or are they actually going to be on the floor? So it's quick. That the registration process and them getting room to wherever it is they need to be may take an hour to 2 hours, depending on how full we are. So I was in the ER. It was helping me stay up, stay active, just switching from people to people. I'm having to place close attention. These people are aggressive. They're just in the hospital. Some of them don't want to be here. Some of them are willing to be here. Some of them are confused of whether or not they should be here. So again, me being one of the first faces that they see, I'm just attentive to them. I try to get them calm, let them know, hey, you're in the right place, and they're not really vibing with me, they're not vibing with me. But particularly this woman though, once the ER knew that I was coming, it was actually a tech that was like, oh sweet, you're here, go ahead and take over. And so with the emergency department, you didn't really have to go in these smaller rooms. Especially if they were aggressive, they would just put a door on the outside of the room. And of course, behind you is the full hall and walkway of nurses and everything that they do. And, you know, there's just doors all around for each patient that's in the ER. So I'm sitting in the front of this door with my paper, with my clipboard, my paper, doing my logs. And there's this lady. There's this lady sitting on the floor. She has no bed. There's no chairs in the room. There's literally nothing in the room but her, a mattress, and some blankets. So I'm already knowing that this is a special case. Like, this person can't even have a bed because of how aggressive they've been. And, you know, also the fact that no sitter was there with them. They actually had like a tech with them. It's just like, what is going on, you know? So I'm already like walking up to this like, okay, like what the heck did she do? Like, why isn't she getting the same treatment like everyone else? But of course, things are done for a reason. It's always going to be for the best of her health. And she's just there. I just remember her. This is just how I picture her. She's just with her arms crossed and just pissed. And so she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and then she's looking at me, and I'm like, okay, let me just look away because this ain't working. This is not working. But she was just like, she was just, okay, what she was doing that was like really like pushing me is that she kept trying to get closer to me. So she wanted to know what everybody was doing. She didn't understand why she was there. She was pissed off at being there. So she just wanted to say, okay, I don't know if the police brought her in. I don't know if she was looking for the cops who dragged her in or her family, whatever. But she was just like, okay, where are these people at? We need to speed up this time. Because why am I here on this floor in this damn mattress? She started throwing her mattress at me. And I kept saying no. And so being pregnant, no, I'm not about to get up, bend down, pick up this mattress and go close to you and put it back to where it's going. I just kind of put my foot out and just tried to like slide it back to her. And then she kept pushing it back to me. And I was just like, no, I'm not about to play no tug of war or nothing with you. So I kept kicking it. And to a point I was like, look, she keep trying to come out this door and that's not good. Like, can somebody help me? And I gave eye contact to one of my bros, like, real cool dude, like, you know, one of my bros, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I gave him that look, and everybody know I'm nice, sweet Dora, I'm pregnant. Like, if she's giving that look, that means, hey, I need my shooters to come. So I'm just like, hey, you know, she's trying to push it, she's trying to get closer. I don't know what her case is, why she's doing this. Can y'all at least explain to her? Because she's not wanting to listen to me and, you know, get her back situated. So they come to try to calm her down and things like that. And one of the nurses was trying to be polite and explain to her, hey, you know, you cannot be poking your head or anything out here because you're going to be violating HIPAA laws. You cannot be this close to us, seeing patient information or looking into the other patient's room, because that's how nosy she was being. They're like, you just can't do it. And then she was like, oh yeah, whatever. I don't know why she's here. Why the hell is she here? Of course, you know, us sitters, we take a lot of crap. Of course, we're the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? That's the fact that we're there. You know, we're the bad guys. So I'm already like, okay, you know what? I'm going to play it her way. I'm not going to pretty much give her any eye contact. I'll just keep on checking to make sure she's not going to keep, you know, getting close to me. So eventually she just kept acting up. She called me the B word. She called me a bitch. And when she called me a bitch, I was just like, I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it. And so instead of me playing with her and getting upset and wanting to call her out her name, I just had to be like, ma'am, look, I'm just here to do my job. No, I can't, you know, take you, because that's what it was. She's like, well, at least let me go to the restroom, or can I get juice, or can I get this and that? Like, she was just trying to like order me around, but I had to keep explaining to her, ma'am, I can't just get up and do anything for you. I'm actually here because I have to watch you for your safety. So no, I cannot take you there. No, I cannot walk you here. We would have to get a tech to do that. So she kept just trying to get someone's attention, trying to go around me, yada yada. What else? What is it about her? Other than her throwing her mattress and trying to get through the door, calling me out of my name, Me realizing the type of person she was, I was like, look, I'm just here to do my job. You know, I know you don't want to be here. I don't want to be here either. You know, who wants to be at a hospital overnight? But I'm just here for your safety, ma'am. You know, I am pregnant, so I just want you to not, you know, make me uncomfortable. I know you're uncomfortable right now, but let's make everybody else be comfortable by you just staying calm, not being so loud and aggressive, you know, this, that, and the third. You know, I'm just trying to play it her way. And right whenever I said pregnant, right when I said pregnant, y'all, look, this is like, for older people or aggressive people, you know, it works. Sometimes that works. That pregnant word, it works. She's like, oh, you're pregnant? Because she probably just thought I was some fat, you know, that wasn't taking her orders and blah, 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 just a part of everybody else. Everyone's against her. No one wants her to have a bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, oh, okay, when are you due? Do you know what you're gonna have? And I'm just like, yeah, I give her a little bit. She was asking for a name. I ain't do all that. So I'm like, we really not cool like that. So I'm not even gonna front like we that cool for me to be telling you everything. But yes, like, let me distract you with this. And I unfortunately had to sit with her from like, let's say 3 a.m. till the end of my shift. Like, she was the person I ended up being stuck with. So I at least was able to say, hey guys, can we at least get a TV or something on for her so she can like do something else instead of be trying to pay so much attention to me and everything else that's going on. So that's another reason why we're so beneficial, because a lot of people, the nurses, the techs are so busy. They don't realize, you know, what's gonna be the best for this person in a situation to get them to calm down so they can do their job. So I'm just like, hey, we need to distract her because clearly she's upset. She doesn't want to be here. She's aggressive. We need to distract her in some way that she's not focusing on us, and particularly me. Because I'm tired of getting pillows, blankets, and things thrown at me. At one point, they also picked her up so she could use the restroom. For some reason, they did not dump out that urinal that fast. And I was like, if she picks that up and tries to throw that at me, I'm done. I'm probably gonna be the next person getting admitted up in here because I'm not going to jail. So that's that story. Long story short, it was just an older lady, aggressive. She didn't want to be there, and I was able to use that little word, oh well, I'm pregnant, and then all of a sudden she was just more nice and sweet. So that's that story. So now let's get into Mr. Younger rich boy, drug addict, addicted to painkillers. Let's get into that story. Okay. This is like, again, y'all, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not even say my hospital name. I'm not gonna say what floor this person was on, but description. He was like a rich boy. I don't even think he was Caucasian. I feel like he was like Bosnian or something. But rich boy, pretty much probably got everything handed to him throughout life. He had everything, you know, going for him, but of course, medicine addiction, particularly like painkillers, he just got addicted to, and that just has been stopping him from taking over the family businesses, from what the backstory that I've gotten. And also, he was overweight, so he was eating real good. He was very overweight, so keep that in mind. Again, guys, around 7 o'clock, especially when you're on the floors and a person's been admitted, you know, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have visitors. So around that 7 o'clock time, he had, I believe, like a family member, uncle or something that was there, and they were cool. They're like, oh, okay, your name's Dora. Okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. You know, just talking, and like his family member was just giving him advice, like, hey man, like, you've been down this road before, like, you know, just do what you need to do, like, let's get better, let's get out of this, you know. These medications that you feel like you need, the pain is not really there. It's just your mind making you think that you need them, but you're no longer hurting, or you no longer need that medicine, and da-da-da, and just like, hey, you know, I know a lot of people are giving up on you, but I'm just one person that's not wanting to give up on you. So that family member was really being there for him, and I appreciate that, because that's really what a lot of these people need who are drug addicts, or, you know, just having mental issues. Like, they just need a support system and somebody that's gonna keep it real with them, give them love, but also tough love in some way, that's just gonna break down the truth. Like, hey, this is your rock bottom, let's get better. Because sometimes, again, us being patient sitters, we may be the people that they see majority of their visits. Some of them don't have people that's going to be with them. So whenever people come and visit and they're also leaving, I always say, you know, thank you so much for making the time to be here with your loved one. Like, you know, that is a big part of I was just like, that's a big part of their health and getting better. So of course the creeps and the freaks come out at night. So eventually, that family member had to leave, and with him leaving, there then came demands. The sitter, the patient, he didn't want me to have the TV on. He didn't want me to have any enjoyment. Okay, fine, that's cool. I'm gonna just sneak on my phone. He didn't want to have that on. He didn't want to have the lights on or anything. But then he also was demanding food. And eventually, the kitchen's closed. There was only so much that we can give. We probably have like cold sandwiches, jello, pudding, things like that. So I was like, of course, I can't walk out and get these things for you, but I'd be more than happy to call, the patient caretaker or the nurse and see if they're able to grab it. But he was trying to get me to pick up that phone like every 30 or so minutes. I'm like, sir, I cannot keep doing this. And eventually, with eating all of that food came digestion. So he started farting really bad, and whenever he was farting, he just like, oh, my bad, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, it's okay. And I just try to ignore it and act like I'm gonna be nurse one day, so this is just gonna be like whatever to me. But no, my pregnant boy, I was like, you know what I'm saying? ooh, I smell. Okay. Exactly. So he kept doing that, and after a while he's like, hey, I think I need to use the restroom. Can you tell them to bring me dang it, what you call them things, the bucket that the people, the little things they put in the bed when they can't get up. So he asked one of those. And so the patient caretaker actually happened to be one of my good friends, and she was just like, what? Why does he need that? Like, he can walk. So no, just tell him that he's just gonna have to get up and go to the restroom. And so I hang up the phone from her, and I was like, hey man, they said you're fine. You don't have no fall risk or nothing. Go ahead and walk to the restroom, do your business. Of course, I'll be standing outside the door. I do not have to go in with you and watch you, but just go ahead, do your business, and then I will just make sure you're escorted back. Fine. He's just like, no, call them back. I can't do this. My back hurts so bad, because he was in so much pain, so he's just trying to keep that act going. And he's like, no, for real, get someone in here. So I'm calling my girl again. I'm like, hey, look, he's giving me a lot of pushback right now. He feels like y'all supposed to be in here helping him. Can somebody please come and explain to him in person that it's not going to be me? Like, I don't care what the outcome is, but at least let him know it's not going to be me. I'm not going to touch anything. That was my job. At least at my hospital, we were never hands-on at all, because if anything happens and I don't have the proper training for it, the hospital can get sued. So not only did the tech come in, the nurse actually came in as well to back him up. I was like, yeah, come on, buddy, get up. You just need to get up. You're young. Come on. I know you might be, heavier set or, big boy, but let's get up and take you to the bathroom and get what you need done. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure if I get it. No, get up. So they took him by the arm if he felt that he needed it, got him to that toilet. He did his business. Bam, he was done. Got him back to the bed. Cool, I'm thinking it's over. But no, he kept not pooping, but farting. And I was just like, I cannot. So I just had to get up at one point to stretch my legs out. Again, being pregnant me and not trying to, like, the room smelled so bad, y'all. Like, it literally smelled like rotten eggs and it just smelled so bad. So I just literally, like, stood in the hall looking at him, just like, I needed to clear out. I'm sorry. And I was just like fanning. So I'm like, no, you stink. Like, I'm not about to get myself pink eye from sitting in this room with you. And then after a while, he was like closer and closer to the night. Like, this is like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock of him just eating and farting and needing to use the restroom, that whole situation, to a point where he's like, okay, well, I'm not getting sleepy at all. My anxiety is getting high. I need more medicine. Let them know that I want medicine, blah, 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 blah. And, on the boards, the nurses will kind of keep a log of the certain times that they've been administered or, given certain medicines, because you can't just go out of that time frame. It has to be done on a certain schedule. So me looking at the board, I already knew he wasn't getting anything until another 4 hours. So But with him being so aggressive about it, I was like, hey, you know, I'm just double checking with you. He feels that he's supposed to get medicine like right now or in the next 30 minutes. He says he's getting very anxious and he thinks that I'm the person that's supposed to be giving it to him. Can we at least have somebody look into this, blah, blah, blah. So again, that being my friend, she came in, she checked the board, double checked with the nurse and was like, yeah, no, we can't do that, blah, blah, blah. So he has heard that from her. She leaves. He turns to me. He goes, okay, well, if they're not going to give it to me now, do I have to make a scene? He said, do I have to make a scene like I did earlier? Because, you know, I wasn't there earlier. So whatever sitter that had him that morning, he must have gave that person hell. Because he was like, I'll make a scene if I have to. And I was like, look, you're not about to do anything. I just let it be known. I was like, if you lay hands on me, there's going to be more consequences other than whatever consequences you got earlier today. I go, I'll call security if I have to. So, you know, like, okay, side note, y'all, some of these people, you don't want to be aggressive. You don't want to say nothing bad to them, but at the same time, you have to let them know that you're there and you mean business and you care about your job and you're there for the benefit of them. And even if the benefit of them, they don't understand it, you have to let it be known. Like, okay, like, I know that you think that this is what you need, but your care people, physicians, all this, the nurses, we're here for the benefit of you and your health, and we've already decided it's not going to be until such and such amount of time. And I was like, you cannot intimidate me. I let him know. I was like, you cannot intimidate me or force me to keep calling these people that have other patients that are on their deathbeds, people that, you know, could be dying, but they cannot keep running back in here because you want food, because you want pain medicine, because you want someone to walk you to the bathroom and wipe your ass. They're not going to do it, you know? And he was just like, oh, whatever, blah, 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 get somebody on the phone, blah, blah, blah. So, again, this video is getting pretty long, and I don't want to be on here for about a good 30 minutes, but long story short, I just had to let the nurse step in and intervene, because the more that he wanted to say that he was going to, you know, raise hell and do all this and that and the third, I went ahead and passed that along to the nurse and let her know, like, hey, if anything else happens, I will go ahead and make that call for security if he tries to do anything towards me, the tech, which is my friend, or towards you, because, you know, we're not having it. And of course, like most people, you know, he eventually got his way. They ended up calling the care physicians, like the previous story, to say, okay, what is okay to give him so he can rest? Like, what can we do to get him comfortable or to, you know, make it a safe environment so that we can continue on with our work, because we don't want to have to keep having security call for this patient night and day. So with that being said, again, guys, I hope you did pay attention to my advice between each time that I had an uncomfortable or a high climax situation with them, how to de-escalate it, but also how to stand your ground. He was nicer to me towards the morning time, because of course, also being a sitter in the morning, you are responsible for calling their meals in. So he just wanted to be nice, so I could order him pancakes, bagels, eggs, bacon, and sausage with fruit and yogurt and milk, and to eat. He wanted everything. And some of y'all know who have been rocking with me, I was working in the kitchen before I had came upstairs to sit. So my people downstairs was like, he know he can only get such and such. I go, I know, he think he's special, blah, blah, blah. And so it's like, okay, girl, they just laughed it off, blah, blah, blah. He literally checked me. He's like, wait, did you say that I wanted blah, blah, blah? Can you call them back? So I called them back, and I was like, yeah, okay, you said y'all out? Right. Oh, okay, they're out. They just don't have it. You know, like, it's ways for you to work around it. But again, no job is worth your help. Remember that you can be replaced in a day or two. Your well-being, your health, that's number one. So if anybody ever makes you feel uncomfortable, definitely do what is told of you. Contact the tech. If the tech can't get it together, you and the tech can decide, okay, do we need the nurse to come in and see if there's a way to get them the medicine that they need, to get them calm. If that's not an option, if they want to get feisty with all of us, then we know we need to reach out to security just to see if this is something that they need to lock down. But there's always ways to de-escalate. Don't always play it off by your feelings and your emotion. Be more powerful than them, because they will try to manipulate you. And again, I'll just never forget how he said, do I need to make a scene? And I was like, okay, shoot, I'm the leading role. I'm the actress. So let's go. Where the camera's at? I'm ready. Let's go. But I love you guys. If you enjoyed this video, or you guys want more stories, or just have any questions about patient sitting, just like the previous subscriber / Instagram follower did, reach out to me in my DMs, Life of LaSharon, or on Twitter at DEE_DEELISHES, D_delicious. Hit me up in my inbox if you guys have questions. No, I don't no longer work at the hospital. I actually work at home for a huge company in the world, so it's more safer here. I can just get my business done and not have to deal with people in person, but I deal with people over the phone, of course. But I love you guys. Keep pushing, and if you guys are in the medical field, keep up with it. You just have to have the heart for it. And I'm not sure about that previous subscriber. I don't know if she's really going to quit or give up, but you know, you guys are there for a purpose, and the people, they don't understand why you're there 9 times out of 10, but just do what you can to make it a better vibe for them, you know. Don't let them take control of the situation or control of their experience. You be the person that's going to guide them to let them know, hey, we're here for the benefit of you. We're going to make it to where once you leave here, you're going to want to do better once you're outside into the real world. So it's all about getting them ready for the real world. Let them know that everybody that they meet throughout life isn't going to be crappy, sucky people. So peace out, y'all. I love you. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Stay right there.